Hey, this is Haplin, and in this module, we're going to learn how to connect our form to our pipeline with a crazy feature called workflows. Okay, so you've got a form, you've got a pipeline, and now this tutorial is going to be about connecting the dots between the two so that every single time someone fills out the form, they get created as a lead inside of the sales pipeline. Achieving that is actually really simple, and it's going to make use of what we call workflows. So if we click on automation, that will take us into the workflows page. Yours will be blank. Mine has a ton on here because this is a demo account. Click create workflow, and for now let's just start from scratch. Now we've been taken into the workflow user interface, which is where we can build out a workflow, and the first thing I'm going to do is just rename it by clicking up here. So I just titled it Quick Wins Workflow. You can call it whatever you want. And now we need to learn just a little bit about what a workflow is and how it works. Workflows in a nutshell are essentially just instructions that we give to the system to automate certain tasks for us. If anyone watching this video is familiar with Zapier, that whole platform, imagine Zapier but internal for high level and a lot more powerful because the way the features speak to one another. But if you're not familiar with Zapier, don't worry about that. I'm going to show you exactly how it works. So every workflow has two parts, two main phases. There's like an if and a then. We call them triggers and actions. Triggers is what do you want the system to be looking out for in terms of when a certain change is made, when a lead takes a certain action, what's going to kick the automation off, what's going to trigger it. It's pretty self-explanatory as a term. The term trigger just means what's going to trigger the workflow, what's going to activate the workflow. So if we click add new trigger, we can see there are hundreds of different activities, different actions that can be taken by leads or by users or by the system itself that will chain into other automated actions. So we're going to keep this super simple. I'm just going to search for my form here, and lo and behold, there is the form submitted event. This is great. I can add a filter. Let's just make sure that I designate the form. If you've got 10 different forms, you don't want every single form fill to trigger a particular workflow. We want just the one that we just built, which is my lead generation form. Let's go ahead and do that and hit save. So we have this trigger. We could have multiple triggers, but we just need one for this, which basically is telling the system every time someone fills out this form, trigger this workflow and do all of the workflow automated actions. That leads us to a very obvious question. What are the actions? Actions are the things that are being automated, the tasks that the system is going to carry out automatically for us. We add actions by clicking this little plus icon. We can see it's like there's a visual flow, like water down the path of least resistance sort of, and this visual layout makes it really helpful and easy to understand how workflows actually work. But this workflow is so easy. I'm gonna search for opportunity, and there's our action, create update opportunity. Let's designate the pipeline. Let's go to the gym sales pipeline that I made in an earlier module. When it comes to stage, this is my opt-in form. It's a new lead gen form, so I'm going to have them be created in the very first stage. These fields, if name and source are blank, then it will just use the same fields in the contact. It will fill it in with the contact's name and the contact's creation source, which will be the form, so we can just leave those blank. Lead value allows us to assign a dollar value. Let's go ahead and add $1,000 so that if this person were to sign up for a $100 a month gym membership and retain for about 10 months, then that'd be about $1,000 lead value. So continuing on in this fitness example that we've been working with, I might add $1,000 for the lead value. And then status is something we haven't talked about yet. This is really important. We want to set this to open. This is related to the different sales outcomes in the sales pipeline. Are they won? Are they closed? Did we collect the money from them? Did they join as a member at this gym? Or are they lost? Did they go join somewhere else? Or are they still open? We're still following up with them, or did we abandon them? In this case, with a brand new lead expressing interest in the gym for the first time, they're going to be open. So let's go ahead and save this. And now we have this trigger and one action. Super easy. And before going any further, I'm just going to test this right now so we can see if it's working. I'm going to hit publish. If it's drafted, then it won't run. And then I'm going to hit save. Okay, and now similar to the previous video, I'm going to go fill out that form and let's see what happens. Okay, so here I am in my form again. I am going to fill this out again. Okay, so there's my test lead information, and I actually updated this form to show you what the thank you message might look like, just as an example. So it says, thank you for taking the time to complete this form. Yay! Now let's go investigate and see what happened with my contact. So of course, my contact was created, but this time we're going to be able to see an opportunity as well. So here, not only did that weird email send from last module as well, but there's this opportunity created which shows up in conversations. There's also a little opportunity area inside of their contact profile. And then of course, if we actually go to opportunities and check that out. So in my opportunity pipeline, we can see there is a new opportunity in the opt-in stage. That is just beautiful. It can move from stage to stage, and we can drag it to a different status if we find out for sure if they're going to be closed or not. Sales outcomes can be measured this way. You can also click into it, which pulls open all the details, where we could change the status or the stage this way as well. So that's kind of like the very, very basic little tutorial version of these three features: form, workflow, pipeline. Now we have a way to generate leads, keep track of all these different contacts at any size of scale with the CRM, and we have opportunities pipelines to organize their sales journey and follow up with them for their particular stage. By now, you should be starting to build a little bit more excitement about all of the possibility that comes with workflows. Just to put things in perspective, let me just pop over into this other workflow that I love showing off because it's so big. There's all these different contingencies, all these different paths. It's beautiful. This is the stuff that really lights me up. But anyways, okay, let's just bring it back down to earth. After all, this is the quick wins playbook, so I want to make sure we keep things snappy and moving right along. Starting with the next module, we are going to be picking up speed and building some momentum toward making a big impact on a small business. So if you're ready for that, you can go ahead and move on.